everybody? It's your girl Amarie back again speaking to the streets. I'm your host Amarie, and today I have a very talented, very thoughtful, and very creative with his art and with his talent. I have Mr. Producer here, Syrus Black.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm in here with Amarie.
Period. Yes. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for coming out.
Sure.
Definitely.
Appreciate you. Glad I could.
Yes.
Appreciate you reaching out. For the interview. That's love right there.
Period.
Lets me know you're interested in my craft. You want to hear about how I got started, things like that. So we're here.
Exactly. So your name is Syrus Black.
For sure.
So first, let's talk about that. Where did you get that name from?
Well, I guess to paraphrase it without going into a long drawn out story, the name Syrus it's a constellation of a dog. And basically when I looked it up, it said a lot of successful black men were born under that constellation. So, I'm a black man. I want to be successful.
Okay.
Why not go with Cyrus? And the black just works, it's hand in hand, Syrus Black, it just rolls off the tongue.
Exactly.
So
I think that, okay, I love the way how you put that together. And it really like targets your ethnicity, like you're like who you show who you are.
Exactly.
So and it's kind of like a prideful thing, but not a cocky thing, not arrogant, but more so pride, full of pride at the same time, So what influenced you to even get into the music industry, like, or just in the music business, or
Alright, so I say like this. I started making music when I was 13. I heard this song called Rumble Young Man Rumble by Joel Santana. Got a project called What the Game's Been Missing. I think I was moving out here from Jersey, truth be told, to Atlanta. I was at 13, whatever. I heard that, I said, oh yeah, I gotta make music. Like, he hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to this day, Joel is still one of the people who I plan to work with, eventually when that time comes.
Okay.
Regardless of whether he's still rapping or not, I gotta get Joel's track. Like, that's just a life thing.
I definitely was gonna ask you that later on in the interview. So do you feel like your creativity will harmonize the best with him? Do you feel like
I feel like the way I produce and the way he raps now, it'll work, but I want that old Joel's. Like, I need that real gritty Joel's from 2003. Like, I need that. Like,
okay.
The project was called What the Game's Been Missing, so it was what the game was missing at that time.
Okay.
Like, he was the one who really brought okay, he talking about violence. Like, oh, he really talking about drug dealing. Like, he really talking about the dope game. Like, it just, in that era, it was what it was, and he was hyping. So, you know what I'm saying? But people fall off, as it go. But I still gotta get to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, that shit gotta happen.
No, look, the fact that you are loyal and you understand who, that artist was when they were whoever, and they still are whoever, the big notoriety, all that famous stuff, they're still that person. But as long as you looking through that and you still staying loyal to them, regardless of how many people still listen to them now, shows how creative and how,
He's definitely a big influence on me. Like, and that whole Dipset movement, like, that was just, I don't know, and then being from Jersey, like, that shit, it just went hand in hand. Like, we, they say us up northerners, we rude. So,
where are you from?
Jersey.
Specifically? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised. I moved down here in like 2010. I guess you could say I'm from here now. I can maneuver out here, but
right.
I'm good out here, so I guess you could say I'm from here.
Would you ever move back home?
Nah, I ain't nothing out there. Everybody killing each other.
Oh, but everybody's killing each other everywhere.
Yeah, but it's different up there. Like, it's different. When I was out there, probably like beginning of May, I want to say, like beginning of May, end of April, 5 people got killed while I was out there. I was out there for a day.
You saw them?
No. I was with my folks, and they called like, yeah, they just shot the projects up. And then we look on Instagram later, it's like 4 or 5 people dead. I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm good on Thursday.
I understand.
Yeah. It's different out there. Like, they really spinning. I don't got time. I'm trying to be successful and make something while I don't got time.
I understand that.
And that's really why I came down. It was either life or death.
Yeah.
And Georgia was like, because I feel like the path I was going to see when I was I was on the time. But we ain't gonna get to it. I'll wait till you get to that question. I don't want to talk too much.
Okay, no, you good. Look.
And I start chatting. It'd be the liquor. I start chatting.
So, if it weren't for music, where would you be now?
Like I said, life or death.
Yeah. Okay.
Like starting to do music, that really saved my life. Like as far as like it allowed me to be able to, like I said, when I first started rapping, it allowed me to be able to express how I'm feeling without physically doing anything or physically saying something. I could put it in a song. You never know. Speaking about you, you may feel like it, but you won't know for certain because it's just words.
Yeah.
You know.
But words are spells.
Yeah, they are. You're right. Absolutely.
And it's very spiritual because you're hearing that spell over and over again.
Right.
So, you got to keep that in consideration too.
But that's also another reason why I stopped rapping because I've never really been a front and center person. Like I love being behind the scenes.
Okay.
That's cool to me. Like I could live a regular life. I can do what I want. But yeah, I don't know. I'm the one behind all these hits that I'm bumping every day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's cool. I don't mind.
No, that's good.
I never really wanted to rap this. I just want some rap so I take on my family. That's all.
Look, okay.
That's all I want.
I know that's right. Okay. So, if you could gain a skill in the entertainment industry, what skill would you gain?
I would love to be more business savvy. Like, I feel like I have the talent down pat. Like, I know that ins and out. Like, more to say, I was a rapper, then I went to producing, now engineering, but back to producing. So it's like I went through the whole cycle. I know the ins and outs of a good song. I know the ins and outs of a bad song. You know what I'm saying? Being as though like I really be on YouTube watching videos on how to make this sound like this, how to make this sound like this. But the business side, where the contracts and the numbers come in, I don't know much about that. But I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning.
As long as you're learning, you're on the right path. You have to stay consistent.
And that's the key. Consistency is key.
So
you will forever win being consistent.
Yes.
I learned that a long time ago.
No, seriously.
For sure.
So what do you feel like you could improve on
I feel
as
like
a producer?
I could improve on wanting to work with more people. I be closed in. Like I don't be wanting to work with every producer. But it's really a million producers out there. But like me, I really like the top 5 people who I work with. Like, if it ain't me and them, I don't really want to work.
Okay.
And I feel like, in a sense, that would definitely get me further by not being like that. But I mean, the way the world is now, how can you not be like that? You got people killing their best friends. I don't want to go in the studio with somebody thinking we finna make some hits. I come there, y'all rob me. Now I gotta come, you know what I'm saying? Like, for what? When you could have just said, you ain't had to hit me. Like, you ain't had to hit me at all. I was kicking, doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose to put yourself in that situation. And then you caused the storm to rain down.
Yeah.
It's always a storm. Always.
You're right. You're absolutely right. If you could like perform, well, you know what? Before I ask you the next question, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said earlier.
Okay.
And so this one I said, what do you feel like you can improve on? And you said more so
business.
No, not business savvy. The second conversation we just had. No, I wanted to say I did want to piggyback on it, but we just gonna whatever. Yeah. So if you could perform for anyone in the world or in any country, where would you do it?
Country? I want to go to Dubai.
Dubai. And for who? Or someone in Dubai, I'm assuming? Or would you want to take someone from America to Dubai?
Yeah, I would want to take one of my partners from here. And we go out to Dubai and go crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's what I was speaking back off of.
Okay.
So you say you're more closed-minded. Maybe you should think about working with producers that aren't colored, that aren't black. I don't consider us black because the color of my couch is black, the color of your jeans are black, You're brown, like a beautiful brown. So I call us colored for melanin people. Okay. So,
but outside of this, no, I definitely. But you know what? It's crazy you say that because the people who I work with now, like I got a homie that's in Russia. I ain't never met this dude a day in my life.
Okay.
But we got 100 beats together. I can pull them up. We got 30 songs together. I can pull them up. I got a homie that's where is he at? It's just all over. I mean, like I got like I say, my top 5 people who I work with, they not. I ain't really truly met none of them. Like we all Instagram and text message, but it's like the relationship just off of the first conversation, just was love. Like, oh, we can work. I like your vibe. You cool. Now it's a consistent thing. Like it's just the norm. So it's like I see what you talking about though. I definitely did have to step outside of that box because us as colored people, we don't tend to always want to share. Like if we got something, I'm good. I don't want to share it with you. Like, and that's not always a good thing because it's like you can be blocking your blessing by not sharing.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, but you know, it's funny that you say you could be blocking your blessings by not sharing. But what if you don't have it to share?
Right. If you don't have it to share, I feel as though everybody in the world is given the same 24 hours. From the time you wake up to the time you close your eyes. Mm-hmm. What you choose to do within those 24 hours consists on you.
You're right.
Everybody given the same thing every day.
That's what I'm saying. So some people, you know, they just, I'm not going to say necessarily begging, but they're to a certain degree begging because they weren't utilizing their 24 hours correctly. Exactly. So
you can't judge
when you exactly, but you can't judge the person that's honestly not giving it because they don't have it because they're trying to get it for themselves. So eventually that they, you know, eventually they can spread it to numerous people, tons of people, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's the fact thing. Everybody got 24. It's like what you choose to do with your 24, you can't be upset at somebody else because they utilize their 24 to financially put themselves in a better position or to better themselves in another skill or trade. Like you can't feel no type of way. You woke up this morning and you chilled all day, smoked. You know what I'm saying? Relaxed, kicked it, thought it was coming to you. They decided to get out and go get it. That's right. The people who go away.
You're absolutely right.
That's that. But you know, they say that's how we are as Americans. We just feel like everything's supposed to be handed to us. Like, and that's why people don't want to work.
Look, but see, I don't think people don't want to work. I think if people were getting paid a lot of money.
I don't mean work like job work. I'm talking about just in general.
Like, okay.
Don't want to work for anything. Like they see somebody with a nice house. Oh, I'm gonna go rob him so I can have a nice house. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
You take the easy way out.
And I never understood Robin. The older I get,
you can't love me.
I know. He just wants to be. He just wants to be in the scene. Come on, sir. Oh. So, when it comes to Robin, I mean, I'm not sure. I know tons of people that have been robbers. I know about robbing situations, and overall, I don't respect it because I work hard for what I do.
Right, you're absolutely right. People work hard for this, so it's like I feel it.
But I mean, I am going to be technical about robbing. Do you consider, like, I feel like going up to one person, like, robbing what they have physically taken from them is, like, distasteful.
Right.
But I feel like robbing the system that's kind of made.
That's a different.
It's different, but it's still robbing, though. But it is a different type of robbing, though.
Because if you think about it, you only robbing the system of what they robbed you.
Exactly.
You're just getting back what was yours, technically, like. But right. You know, they don't look at it like that. But technically, you just getting back what was yours.
Exactly, and that's how I feel. I'm like,
if you walk up to a person on the street, like, "Oh, give me your wallet or your money," are you ready? You going down bad?
Yeah,
like, yeah. But it's different ways around that. So yeah, no, I definitely see.
You see where I'm coming from?
It's a 50-50 when dealing with that in that situation.
Exactly. And then I'm not gonna say robbing the system because you don't have to necessarily rob the system. You just have to learn the game.
That's it. Learn the game and learn how to finagle your way with the card you get.
Exactly.
So it's a way through everything.
There's a way through everything.
Just gotta sit and figure it out. That's all.
And I feel like some people are unaware of the power that they have and what specifically they were put there to do.
Right.
So that's what confuses everybody. And you really don't realize that you're not moving forward until you realize that you're living in the past.
Right.
Until you realize that you're doing the same thing over again when the next person is I don't know though. I wouldn't necessarily say like reminding you of your like past friends or past relationships, but I guess I would say they would remind you of them because it's like, why am I in the same situation with the same people that's doing the same shit? Exactly. You know?
You expect it to get better.
Exactly.
You can't win if you can't see what's in front of you if you steady looking behind you.
Look, you sure cannot drive looking in the rear view mirror. You're gonna crash for sure.
Crash out every time. I don't know nobody who can look in their rear view drive straight. How you win? How you gonna see what's in front of you? You looking behind you.
Never.
You lost. You lost already.
So, what do you feel like makes you different from all of the other producers?
Ah, man. Truth be told, I got 2 signatures on my beats that I do. Nobody probably ever noticed it. It's just 2 little things that I do on every beat. Every song that I've ever done, every engineer, it's there. I can guarantee it. But I'm not going to speak on what it is, but just know it's there in every song. You know, so if y'all feel like, they want to go ramble their mind, go look for it, have a ball, but you probably won't it's something I know, something I developed and figured out how to put in there and give it my own distinction.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like also what makes me different from everybody else is my consistency. And I only say that because I just went to LA for my first time ever. I had 3 studio sessions in a whole other state. Well, a whole other side of the world. I ain't never been to. Never met nobody out there, but I know. I went out there and had 3 studio sessions.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's amazing.
My difference is consistency. Consistency is key to me.
So how did that make you feel being granted that opportunity? It was a ball. Happy belated birthday to you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
LA is definitely like, when they say the land of the free, that's like the land of the free for real. Like, it's just, I don't know, you just wake up and just feel a different energy. Like, it's just different out there. Like, compared to just being in Atlanta. Like, I've been here for like 10, 11 years, but I done been finally to the West Coast. So that's an experience I say in itself. But I done been all the way down the East Coast a million times.
This boy. Okay. So no, I heard you say you were just like you were glad about the experience. No, you're like no. I was listening. Like, so experience. Have you been out the country at all?
No, I don't go out the country. I live here in Maryland. I be hearing people go out the country and come back, or they, you know what I'm saying. But I will say this: I do know a lot of people that have went out the country and have came back cool. But me personally, I'm cool with the States right now. I ain't ready to take that out of the country leap yet, because that's a big one.
Well, they talking
about stuck out there. You stuck. Why? You stuck. Just think about that. You on a whole other side of the world. Like, niggas can't just pull up and come get you. They really gotta pull up.
Yeah.
Like, this shit different. So, not let it be stuck.
No, I understand that.
In the state, I'm good. I can get back. I'm in a whole other state. I just find a bus, get back on it, plane, get back to Georgia. I'm good. But out of the country, you gotta really figure that shit out. I ain't ready for that one yet. But I mean, if the opportunity presented itself, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna shy away from it, but it gotta be the right opportunity for the right reason. It's like, I'm not gonna just go just cause it's Thursday. Okay. But if a nigga say, yeah, but I need you to make this whole album for me, I got, X amount for you, I'm gonna buy the ticket, fly you out here. Cool, we can do that. That's business trip.
Okay. So, but I don't know. Now they're talking about you need to have the vaccine.
Oh, that's cool. That's even better because I'm getting that. That's even better because I'm not getting that. I'm good.
I'm not sure about getting that.
I'm good on that one there. I'm A-okay on the vaccine.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm not. I'm probably not.
I know some folks who got it. They got it. That's all I can say. I'm not getting that.
I do know some people that have it as well. Yeah. And look, to each their own.
Exactly. Me personally, I'm good.
So, I'm not going. So, what universal law or like rule do you feel like every producer should know?
Shoot, I wouldn't even just say producer, just a life rule.
Okay.
Time isn't free. Gotta pay people for their time. Like, that's just what it is. People work hard for what they do. They craft, their skills. People expect, oh, I know you. Fuck with me. Oh, I'm working. Fuck with me. And it ain't even just so much as not even saying it gotta always be a monetary type. You gotta show or something. Pop out. What's in the show? You gotta say, I got a studio session, go to the studio session, and drop a song, share that. Like little stuff. Just, to show you really supporting me. It's not hard. Everybody on their phone all day. Boom, boom. I know that. That's Instagram. Two steps, it's on your story. You know what I'm saying? 2 steps, you sent it to 100 people. It's easy. But a lot of people don't grasp that concept.
No, you're right.
Yeah, so.
Well, he said, yeah.
He can kick you.
You are absolutely right. And you cannot get time back. It's not free and it's not refundable. No. Stop it. Oh my goodness. You said something when you said that. But see, I don't know. You saying that kind of made me feel like what I do needs to be more appreciated. I need to appreciate myself more. Because you're right. Sometimes I'll understand more that other people's time isn't free, but I will be more willing to give away my time for free. Right. And that's not good. Because it's like you need to treat others like how you want to be treated as well. Like how you respect their time, respect your time. Mm-hmm. So, exactly. No, you're absolutely right.
I think.
Yeah.
Tell me, because at the end of the day, you got to think like, ultimately, what are you doing it for? Like, are you doing it just for the love, or are you doing it for a future? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know no company or big corporation that nobody paid anything for. Everything was just free. I don't know that. If it was, then they didn't go far.
Or they were born into the family.
Exactly. So
that's their own, and that's
it.
That's all you have to do is just make enough money to where all your millionaires in the family just gonna have to be born. That's it. That's it.
That's all that happened with Walmart. McDonald's, all them. Why just born? Just kept putting the bread behind the company and just making sure everything was straight. They kept getting all their burgers and stuff. That's why they $1 billion corporation.
Yeah.
They ain't crazy. They know what they doing.
They know exactly what they were doing. They not crazy. But I feel like we are going to know exactly what we're doing soon, like the majority of our community.
I feel like it's this generation that's going to be the difference.
It is. It's a lot more of us talking about we need to unite.
It's this generation.
It is. Okay.
It's from here. Like, it's that, really that 90s, that whole 90s era. We're that generation that's like, nah, we ain't fucking with y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got guns? We got guns too, though. Like, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to cause a riot? We gonna start one too.
Yeah.
Like, we on whatever y'all on. Like, it's like, our folks, they did what they could, but it's like, now times have changed, so it's like, they spoke up, so they did what they could, but now it's like, everybody on the same type of time, like the whole world, not just these three states right here. They all gonna go, but they chilling over here. Nah, you across the map, everybody with the shit.
Yeah.
Like white, Asians, they all with the shit.
You right. So you think this is like the more rebellious generation?
I do, because we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We never have. Like, that's just what it was.
Yeah.
We don't care.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck generation.
I agree. Yeah. So when it comes to like personal stuff, just everyday stuff, use your personality. Like, what are your pet peeves? What are your biggest pet peeves?
I looked at that question earlier when you sent it to me, and I was thinking my pet peeves would have to be, I guess, when things don't go my way. But let me rephrase that so it don't sound like I'm being arrogant with it. When I say things don't go my way, meaning like I'm trying something, been continuously trying something, and it's not, and nothing seems to make it work. And it's like I'm just basically putting life into a dead situation. That's never gonna work. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's I say the biggest pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
Keep doing the same shit over, knowing I'm gonna get the same result, but I'm still head on like fuck it, I'm gonna deal with that result every time.
What do you feel like will put you in a situation like that?
Wouldn't everything, life, family, music, friends, everything, whatever you would think of, like that's just I guess a general life answer.
Really? But see, no, you could be more broad. You could be more specific, because when you think about it, someone you love romantically could make you keep doing the same stuff over and over again. But somebody's job may not make them feel like that. They may be like, you know what, I'm gonna quit this job. And they be dead ass and they'll quit the job, but they won't.
I'm a Gemini.
So wait, what you mean like you won't quit your girl, but you'll quit the job?
I'll quit the girl too.
Okay.
I'll quit it all. I'm the fuck it man. I'm good on it. I'm good. I'm okay.
See, I'm emotional. I'll just be emotional about it, but I won't quit on you. I'll just grow
fuck it.
from it.
I'm good. Fuck it. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Why? Continuous. I know it's gonna be the same thing. Why waste your time?
Okay. Well, when it comes to you wasting your time, like time isn't free, that perspective, no. But if it's able to be grown out through, like you can use it as a stepping stone to get to a higher place, then that's what I'm like.
But how many stepping stones do it take to get to a higher place?
Just one, right?
You think so?
Oh, no, it's not just one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. When the stones ain't changing, why continue?
Yeah. And sometimes you'll be the one that's continuing to skip the lake when the trail is right there.
Flip it over and find a new leaf. That's all. So many leaves in the road. You're right.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on, I feel like, time. If you put in a lot of time into something, sometimes you can't just quit that. Like, you have to work on that and grow it.
It's like, that's another thing too. It's like that one is like, I feel like a 50-50, because you can't value your time based off your happiness.
Ooh, I agree, but sometimes that can make you happy that you've known that person for so long.
But not if you want to do the
same bull crap that's actually making you not happy. But you're trying to use that as an excuse, like, well, we've known each other, okay. Or not even we've known each other, or I've been doing this job for so long, or I've been playing this sport for so long, anything. Okay, wow.
It's a double standard.
It definitely is a double standard.
Double standard. It will always be a double standard, because that one is helped and hurt a lot of people in life, because they stayed in situations because, oh, I've known you since we was kids. Let's just continue to keep making it work. Because some people like, fuck that. You ain't making me happy. I'm straight on this.
Yeah.
Why waste my time?
Or we're not doing anything productive together, so
it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
But it's time you can't get back. But at the same time, your happiness has to be the key overall. If it's not making you happy, then I continue.
So, what are like the top 3 things you think define your happiness?
The top 3 things that define my happiness is simple: music, money, and love.
Music, money, and love. Okay, I think that's dope. I love that. Music, money, and love. So you think money equals happiness?
Money doesn't equal happiness, but what's the use of having money if you have nobody to share with? You're just gonna spend money by yourself. That's why all the rich people are happy, because they lonely. Got billions of dollars. $1 billion can't do nothing. They can't talk to you. They can't cook you no food. You hungry? You know what I'm saying? Late at night, you can lay there with the money, but who want to lay there? Who want to lay in the bed next to a bunch of money? I want to lay with my lady.
You're right about that.
So, yeah.
But money is,
But
you
money
feel
is
like,
the
I don't feel like, no, I feel like money is a tool.
Yeah, okay.
So since it's a tool, it cannot be like screwdrivers are tools. You can't say screwdrivers are the root of all evil. No, it's what people let money do to their head. Like at the end of the day, you have to stay true to yourself and not let money change anything. You know, if there's a situation with you and one of your parents or one of your siblings, and if it was some money involved, you gonna say hell no. Like I need to protect my family.
You're right, because at the end of the day, the money doesn't do anything but enhance the person you truly are.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right. I never thought about it like that. It definitely is a tool. People use it wrong.
Yeah, like you're just using the tool wrong. Like it's just a tool to gain experiences, knowledge, information, or necessities. Like I just need some bread right now because I gotta eat. I gotta make sure I can pay my gas. It's a tool. People are like overestimating. I feel like people. Okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna just leave it at that because it's such a subject. I'm personally not too religious, but I believe in God. But I feel like the Bible is not meant to be taken as it's meant to be taken literal, but I feel like it's more so of a guide, like a handbook guide, like.
And I feel the same way. That's actually, truth be told, I'll say it's as blatant as it is. When people at church is the biggest hypocrites in the world.
Oh my freaking goodness! I swear, the church going people, they be one of the meanest people.
I stopped going to church for that reason. It wasn't specifically this church out here that I was going to. The church that I was going to up top, I basically grew up in that church. So it's like when you grow up in a church and move to a whole other state, it's just like, it's different. It's not the same vibe. Like you come in there, it's different people. So I had to adjust to that. And it just wasn't for me. I just couldn't get back into it. Now, don't get me wrong. I still have a very healthy relationship with God. I know him here, near, and dear. But as far as going to church, I don't actively participate in going to church because I just feel like church people are some of the biggest hypocrites there. Speak one way, but move a different way.
Yeah, and
I get, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, but you can't sit here and act like, oh, everybody's supposed to follow this line, but your line is zigzag.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
I wouldn't say a lot of them are rude or mean, but there are a good amount of those that are putting on a different face when they're at church. Definitely. And it's just like, it's just, no, I do agree with you. I do. Like, I feel like, but I don't know, I just feel like it's simple. Like, you pray and you meditate and you just do good to people. And you just be grateful and make the best of it. I feel like it's that simple. And I feel like religion was created to separate people. Because when you think about it, I feel like religion is based off ethnic groups.
Right.
Like you're not gonna meet a everyday colored Buddhist. Right. You're not gonna see a brother walking down the street and say, oh, he probably a Buddhist. Right. You're gonna say he probably a Christian or he probably just don't believe in shit,
No, definitely. That's true.
So, but if you see, I'm not sure what Well, I mean, I know they're Asian, most Buddhists. So if you see an Asian walking down the street, you may say, okay, he may be a Buddhist. Or, they may see each other and say, oh, he may be a Buddhist.
Right. And that's just like how we was, I guess, taught to think.
Yeah.
I guess the way it's supposed to be, but nobody ever says why. Like, and it's like everybody follows in that line. So it's like, is that really the right norm, or is that just what they said? You gotta go.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a gamble with that.
No, it is. But I mean, all in all, we're human. There's so many. It's really just a spiritual thing. It's not even like this doesn't exist. Like our bodies is just the physical realm. Right. Everything is done through spirit. Like it's all done through the great large spirit, whether that's good energy or bad energy. Like yin and yang to a certain degree. Right. Like that's just what I feel. It is.
That's true. I mean, I feel like you put out whatever energy you put out into the universe. That's what's giving back to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, you know what's going on.
Yeah, my lady got me hip. I know what's going on.
It's the system. No.
She got me hit for sure.
Yes. So your lady, tell me about that. What's your love life like?
Yeah, we good.
How long have you been together?
Define being together. That's a real
I mean, well, I guess I would consider on and off being together because we're still young. It's not like you're married.
I've known her for a minute. If that's the best way I can explain it.
Well, that's okay. So you know her for a while. So that means there is a certain type of intimacy with it because you've known each other before y'all were even doing what y'all do. Okay, that's what's up. So do you want to get married? I'm not saying to her. I'm not saying to her exactly. I'm saying in general. Like, do you want a family? Like, what would you? How many kids do you want? Like,
I say this. I'm 25. I got 5 more years till I'm 30. So I feel when I know I'll be able to, if I do want to have kids, I know for a fact I gotta at least have 100K. Everything and still be straight. Like,
okay, I know that's right.
Like,
yes.
That way, cause I don't want them to think about none of that. I don't want them to worry about nothing at all. Like, not to say they gonna be spoon fed, cause they gonna know the difference between right and wrong. But I also want to give them and show them things that I wasn't always able to do. Like, and it's weird because it's not so much as many things that I wasn't able to do. Like my mama is my mama, me, my little brother, and my older sister. Just us 3. And I went to Disney World. Like, single mama taking 3 kids to Disney World. Like, where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been good as a kid. But, I mean, I used to be on bullshit. But I ain't never, like, not been able to do anything. Like, anything I wanted to do, I was able to do it. Like, no questions asked.
Okay.
So, I want to make sure I give my kids, if I do, that same opportunity. Like, y'all want to go to Hawaii or some shit Tuesday? Fuck it, going to Hawaii on Tuesday. Like, cool.
Okay, I think that's yes. I love that. I love it. Do you want to have a big family or you want to have like a small, close knit family? And I guess like big, would be over 3 kids. Because I feel like average would be like 2 to 3 children.
Truth be told, I don't really know. Kids wise, I don't know. But I know if I do, I gotta have a junior.
Okay.
I got to.
That's cool.
And it's weird because when I had like I had a reading done, and when she told me like that when I do have a child, my first child is gonna be a boy. Okay. So that's crazy. So I've always wanted a junior. Like I've been iffy about ever having kids, but I said if I do, I hope I have a boy. Not to say if I have a girl, I will love her any less, but I just want a junior just so I can show him like, okay, I done been where you at. Let me guide you to not take the steps I took and go the opposite way.
Exactly.
So you can do things I didn't do. Like,
yes.
I ain't go to college. I knew college wasn't for me. I would hope he would want to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I would hope he would want to.
But why do you hope that he would want to go to college though? Like if college wasn't for you, what if he does what you doing, but he does it 10 times better than you? And he didn't go to college.
But I don't want him to.
Why?
My business ventures ain't always been my business ventures. That's the thing.
But what if it went? Okay, what if we're not talking about those business ventures? What if we're just talking about producing?
I mean, if you want to do music, that's cool too. But I feel as though education is a key. Like, I feel as though me personally, if I'd went to school for music, I would be able to walk in anywhere and look, I got this degree. Fuck with me. And off of that, oh, you got a degree. We know you know how to do this. But me just coming in here now saying, yeah, I could pull this up, I could pull that up. Oh, okay, we'll talk to you. So basically, it's like if you got two candidates and you want to hire for a job, one got a degree, fresh out of college, one been doing this 3-4 years of their life, who you gonna hire?
But sometimes no. Sometimes jobs don't care about your degree. They do only care about experience, and they push internships.
In the music field, though, yeah, and see, internships be not paid. I'm not working for free for nobody, because that's my time. I can't pay bills with time. Yeah, I'm working at the studio. I'm gonna holler at y'all when I get this $1 million check. No, I'm good on that. I can't intern for nobody. If I'm not getting a piece of the pie, I'm wasting my time.
If he were to go to college and internship, see, I have my degree right now, but I have yet to have done an internship because I feel like this is my internship. Like this is my second season. Like I have over 10-15 episodes. So you know, like you see what I have going on.
Feel that. But I mean, let me ask you this though. Do you feel like you could have learned all of what you're doing right now without going to school?
Of course.
So why go to school?
To be honest, I went to school to move out my mom and dad's house. But I also went to school because I was doing track in the beginning when I first started. So I moved out for sports. I moved out to move out my parents' house. And my uncle actually helped me out. He helped me get through school as well. So I finished it out because I just had a lot of time and energy dedicated from others into me that was invested into me going to school. So for me to stop, because don't get me wrong, I really wanted to stop seriously, but I just didn't want to waste everyone's time they invested in me. Right. Like how you feel like you want your son to go to school, everybody wanted me to go to school, and I wanted to go to school too, and I had a great time in school and I learned a lot. So in school, you're not just learning in the stuff in the classroom. You're learning stuff outside the classroom. You're learning how to interact with people. You're learning how to get in contact with the person in charge of the person in charge of the person. You know, you're like business. You're learning certain business strategies, like when your grades are low or when you have the incorrect grade, you got to get in touch with the dean to make sure he let your professor know. You know, like you're learning.
Like a lot.
No, it's not. It is a lot, but it's experience. Cause that's how the business world is. Like what you were just saying, like you want to be more business savvy, and that's what college will do. It will make you more business savvy. Yeah,
that's why this is not just a talent.
No, so I understand though. I do understand like where you're coming from. I do. So, but I don't know. I just feel like what's for you is what's for you, regardless if you have a degree or not.
Right, that's true shit. It's meant to happen. It's definitely gonna happen.
Exactly. So just to wrap everything up, I definitely want to say big thank you for coming out and supporting and just showing your face. Where can the audience reach you at? Your Instagram handles, all that
Instagram, Syrus made that track, SYRUS made that track, 2 Ks at the end. Yeah, that's probably it for real. I don't be on Instagram.
You want to be on Instagram? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Twitter, but I don't use it. I be on Instagram.
Okay.
So, yeah, best to reach me there. I mean, my contact, you put the contact, my number and my email is there, so you can always contact my business phone, so that's cool.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to put all the contact info in the video below, so they definitely going to be able to see it.
For sure.
All right, and that's that on that. My name is Amarie. Peace, love, and harmony, y'all. We outie.
Safe. Syrus out.